is he wearing? Is that a fur coat? And a money suit? Oh my gosh, he's got fish in his shoes. The reason why he's so stylish and happy and confident is because when he got up this morning, he showered in Ballsy Ball Wash, and his jewels are jolly. Keep the funk off your job. Nuts, butt, and body wash. Ballsy brand. Hello, everybody. Hello. Today. The Network King Lily Williams here. Today, let's talk about it, the podcast. Thank you all for joining in. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all, those who are viewing right now. Hello to everybody. Hey, y'all. How you doing? This is what I want to talk about. So I'm just going to go ahead and go into this to just start it up with everybody. I mean, some of y'all have seen the videos. Some of y'all have heard about it. At a youth sports football game, a coach was shot and killed. If you watch TMZ, you can go to TMZ, see it TMZ. It's on different news channels. You can Google it, stuff like that. A coach shot and killed. Shot, and the kids were there right at the end of the game. The game was called. Of course, there's a battle between two teams. Got a little heated. Coaches got upset over a call the referee made. So it was some words being said and everything. Coaches and refs having some conversations, issues against each other, turns into a fight. One of the coaches is swinging what appears to be the field marker, like the first down field marker, swinging the flag, swinging it at some people as the fight broke out. One of the coaches from the other team pulls out a gun, opens fire. Ultimately, a life is taken. Life is gone. My prayers with the family, prayers with all the family and friends, prayers with all the organizations, all the coaches in the situation, folks. This is a bad situation, but it's not the first situation that has happened. What's up, Lewis? How you doing, brother? Man, it's crazy, man, with this coaching, man, and what's going on. We have seen videos, and I'm sure you all have probably seen it too. I've seen somewhere referees have gotten jumped, beat up by players, coaches, parents, people from out of stands. Just saw that recently down in Georgia, where a referee got beat up at a basketball game, where the coaches and the players started going after the referee towards the end, and they surrounded him. The referee did throw a punch. Because he was surrounded and trying to defend himself because they were coming at him, and then he ended up getting jumped and beat up and everything on that part. And we're seeing more and more stuff happening. People getting in fights, parents getting in fights with coaches, parents getting in fights at the referees. So much stuff going on. There's a level of competitiveness. So there's a level of being competitive against the other teams. But there's a point where the line has to be drawn, folks. There's a point where the line has to be drawn. When guns are being brought to the fields, the basketball courts, the arenas, the venues, I feel like that's uncalled for youth sports games. Why bring guns to youth sports events, youth sports games? And then two, why start physically fighting at these youth sports games? I get it. People are intense. People want to see their children win. They want to see them play. But let's face it, a referee is not perfect. They're going to make some bad calls. They're going to miss some calls. And we're not going to agree with every call they make. But then again, let's also say this. Coaches sometimes are not going to make the best choices in plays. They're going to make some bad play calls. They'll make some play calls you're going to agree with, some you're going to disagree with. They're going to play some kids that you agree with, some of the kids you're going to disagree with. There's going to be a little banter between people at times, between parents, between coaches or whatever else. But where does the line get drawn to stop the madness, stop the violence, I mean, why does they have to get to a point where people are fighting physical violence, where it's become physical violence, and to where people are pulling guns and shooting at each other over youth sports, kids sports? We're supposed to be teaching the kids something. At the end of the day, it's the kids learning how to play a sport, but what happened to the thing about these kids supposed to be learning things about values in life as well? Where has that part of the game gone? Because I know whenever we grew up, our coaches, it was more than just the game. It was also teaching us about life, how to treat each other, how to respect each other. Yeah, you have competition, you have other things going on, but what is the deal with where the value has gone to teaching about life and those types of things? That's what my question is here. I mean, it's happening in every sport. You even see it in the soccer games, baseball, football, basketball. I mean, softball, all of it. I mean, it's so much stuff happening where coaches are fighting other coaches. Parents are fighting coaches fighting parents. Coaches and parents fighting referees, or referees fighting. I mean, different words being said is creating all of this stuff. I mean, but at youth events, youth sports, to where we're supposed to be teaching these kids about life and how to grow up and how to handle situations. But the parents, the coaches, the referees aren't handling the situations right. They aren't handling the situations right. I mean, to the point of where it's physical violence happening, to where guns are being drawn. So what are we teaching our youth? What really are we teaching our youth? I mean, let's go back a little bit, even beyond. Let's take it back a step before the guns being pulled out. The words and things that I've heard some parents say about referees, the words I've heard some coaches say about referees, and what the parents or the coaches say, these kids are taking into their heads. And then they're saying it about the referees. It's a problem. It's a lot of things there that, I mean, and I know some people may not agree with me on what I'm saying. Some will, some won't. And so that's why I want to have this conversation, this discussion. You're right. Too many adults are living vicariously through their kids. True. I mean, and it has gotten ridiculous at the games, and for real, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. No discipline. Discipline is kind of going out the window. And I've even seen games where the kids are trash talking referees or saying things to referees, and the coaches aren't pulling the kids out. And then the parents are sitting there yelling at referees in games where there's some things, referees miss calls. They're not going to call everything. But it amazes me how a parent will get mad if a referee misses a foul call, but they won't say a thing to their child when their child is travels in basketball, or when a child double dribbles. So they won't correct the parent on that, but they want to get mad at the referee for calling a certain call, but they won't correct their kid on other stuff. Or the kids get mad at something, and then the kids won't, they don't say that when they do something wrong. It is so crazy. And I mean, and it's gotten ridiculous to where it's become to where this physical violence is happening, where you have to have now almost like you got to bring metal detectors into the games, or you have to have youth football games where essentially some parents are going to have to be told not to come to the gym, not to come to the fields. Or they're going to have to do it with no fans where, hey, coaches and teams play, the referees are there, just let them play out that way, and that cuts it off in some places. It's bad, but it seems like it's going down that line. I mean, but at what point do we start putting some discipline in the situation? And at what point, parents, do we learn to control ourselves? Coaches, do we learn to control ourselves? Referees, too. Do we learn to control ourselves? It's one thing to be competitive and be hype about it. It's another thing to where when you're getting mad and you want to start causing physical confrontation and physical issues and fighting and all of that, Now you're taking it to a whole nother level. It's one thing, be competitive, shake hands at the end of the game, or even before the game, go shake hands with the referees, go shake hands with the players and wish them all well on each other on that part. You're not going to get the call all the time. Okay, we're not going to be happy with every call that happens, but you know what? Why can't we say it's okay? Move on to the next play. Let's move forward to the next play. It's okay. Let's go. Let's play. Let's play. I get it, folks. People want to win. You want to win. We all want to win. But we also have to understand somebody eventually is going to lose because it's a game. It's a competition. There's going to be a winner. There's going to be a loser. But we have to teach our youth how to accept some losses in life. But some of the losses that shouldn't happen is whenever fights are taking place, charges are being made, and then somebody's being shot and killed at games, or people are picking up items and fighting each other with them in front of kids. How can we teach our kids not to fight in school, not to fight at school, not to fight in other situations when we, the parents, are fighting and picking up items or pulling guns, pulling items to fight with, whatever on that part there? There's a level of what has to be done. Something has to happen to change this, but it starts with all of us. It starts with all of us. Because let's face it, when gunshots are flying, bullets don't have no name on it. Bullets don't have a person's name on it to say, oh, this bullet was for this person, this bullet for that person, When guns start getting shot, those bullets can fly anywhere and hit anybody. That could be a parent, a kid, or anybody, somebody up in the stands, somebody on the field, because, ultimately, at the last situation, what we have just heard about, you see trending right now. What was it? 5 bullets was shot off? 4 or 5 bullets were shot off. You heard the gunshot bullets flying off. I mean, them bullets could have hit anybody. I mean, yeah, it did hit somebody, but it could have hit more than just one person. I saw another one where there was a teen in the stands that shot another teen over a fight that broke off at a basketball game. I mean, so this stuff is happening. You got kids on the court playing, and this is happening. I mean, it's a scary situation, and it's a bad time, y'all. But what is it? Is it really that serious that it has to come to physical blows? Is it really that serious that it has to come to the firearms being pulled, weapons being used? I mean, I don't know if y'all have seen the video. I've seen 2 of the videos, actually three of the videos that just recently got released. The one where the coach was arguing with the referee, walking down, then the camera pans back and you see the fight kind of taking place. You hear the gunshots. Then I saw the other one where, it was the flag was being thrown or swung, used as a weapon, trying to swing and hit at people. And, coaches trying to back away while swinging it. Somebody grabs him, he pushes him down, he loses the flag. When he gets back up, guns drawn, and he's shot. And then there was another one where people were just standing around, they heard the gunshots. You saw people just starting to lay down on the ground. And they're like, oh, man, some of the gunshots just went, these jokers out here shooting, It's so many things that are just happening that it just makes us all wonder, when is enough? What else can be done to fix this problem? Why is it really that serious that parents have to fight physically? Is it really that serious that guns have to be drawn? Kids are losing their parents. Kids are losing their some kids are losing their lives, and parents are losing their lives. A life's been taken. Lives have been hurt. Lives have been changed forever. But something has to happen to where we have to get back to a point of what are we teaching our kids in this situation? What are the kids being taught in this? Are you with the referees? Are you with the other coaches? Come ready to fight in the game, or come prepared to throw blows, or because that's not, fighting and guns is not going to solve the issues here on this. Youth sports is sad. My prayers go out to all the families involved. All the families. My prayers go out to the entire organizations, the youth sports organizations that are involved. My prayers go out to just all the family of those, and prayers to the of the lost, fallen. He can't come back and coach no more. That life is gone. That coach can't come back no more and coach his son, coach the kids that he was coaching. That his life has been taken. Fight broke out. I mean, everything is just changed, and I mean, it's lives right now are traumatized. But I ask that you all, those of y'all, if you're involved in any sports, youth sports, please talk to your kids. Please talk to the youth. Talk to them about understanding about, there's points where things just go too far. And there's points to how to handle things and approach things in a different way. And please talk to your youth. Parents, talk to your kids at home about these things. And please don't nobody get in this way of saying, it don't happen in my community. That'll never happen in my community. This stuff, don't think that. Please don't think that. Please take time and talk to your kids, talk to the youth, talk to the organizations. Coaches, talk to your kids. Parents, talk to your kids. Anybody who can talk to their kids or talk to kids in your community, take the time now and talk to them. For real. Talk to them about how they approach referees and the attitude they have in games towards referees or for other teams. Talk to them about adjusting that and changing that. It's one thing to be competitive. It's another level whenever this stuff goes into fighting, getting physical violence and all of that. So I'm seriously meaning that and asking you all, talk to the youth, whether if you're a travel school coach or a school coach. I don't care if it's rec league coach or whichever one. Rec league, elementary, it could be middle school, it could be high school, heck, even college. Talk to these, because the college, they're still kids. Even though they might be 17, 18 and considered them some way, they're still kids. Talk to them. Because this is not just, this ain't just a lesson on just in sports. This is life lessons right now we talking about, folks. Hey, Casey, how you doing? These are life lessons, what these kids are seeing right now. So it's things about life. And these things, the words you give them right now and the words you give them about sports can also help them in life and understanding things. Because sometimes the words they hear on the court, sometimes there's words that people are going to hear in life, on courts and on the fields. What I'm saying, on courts and on the field, those will be the same thing. They're going to hear some stuff like that in life, and they got to know how to respond, how to react. Sometimes know how to just walk away and just, okay, good call. Okay, I hear you, and walk away. Not try to come back in an act of violence or fighting and all of that. Because I mean, it's crazy. And you never know who has a gun, who's going to pull a gun and stuff like that. And so, I mean, I really say that, because it's you got to be careful out here. These are life lessons happening right here, life things that need to be discussed. I'm saddened about this because it does hurt to see this happening like this. But we definitely, just need y'all to, let's talk to your youth. And you're right, Casey. Too many parents living vicariously through their kids. That's what Anthony said earlier too, and that's the truth. It's so many trying to live through the kids, and they're taking it so much at heart. I mean, it's things that they've got to, look at and quit putting the pressure on so much. I mean, the kids, they're supposed to learn fundamental skills and stuff. Right now it's about, at those ages, they're supposed to be just learning the fundamentals, learning the skill set, learning how to do things. But, it's, yeah, everybody loves a SEAL win, but what are the kids doing? Are they getting the fundamentals down and understanding the sport and the game and the respect for one another? I'm definitely going to do my part in trying to make things work better for kids and talk to them and help them to understand, there's a lot. It's bigger than the game. And I hope that you all will talk with kids that participation awards are ruining sports too. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of things there. That's definitely. So I want you all to think about that. Take some time. Talk to your youth. Talk to the kids. And remember, we're praying for everyone, praying for you all. And and let's try to figure out a way to reduce these issues at these youth sport games. To reduce, the physical fights between parents, coaches, referees, the words and the mouthing off by the kids to the referees, the parents to the referees, the coaches to the referees. There's a way to talk and still be respectful for each other. You don't have to totally love the person, but you still should show some respect to each other on things. You're not going to get every call your way, and every call is not going to fall in your direction. Heck, none of us are perfect. None of us. We all make some mistakes at some level, some shape, some way in our lives. So don't expect referees to be perfect. Don't expect them to call everything. So don't go mouthing off of them on every little thing on there. And don't go mouthing off at the coaches either, because they, as well, is don't go off on coaches about stuff. They make mistakes too. Coaches make mistakes. Parents understand that. Heck, let's just be real. Your kids, they're learning, they make mistakes. Nobody's child is perfect. Biggs, prospect, yeah, indeed, of course. It's not serious. It's just a game, man. It's just crazy what people are doing, man. Crazy people do crazy things, man. I mean, but for people to get that ignited, that heated, that angry, to resort to fighting, you getting weapons out, swinging weapons, using items as weapons, and to pull out guns is wild to get that heated and that mad. I mean, that stuff. It's got we definitely got to do better. People got to do better. Definitely got to do better. But thank you all so much. Thank y'all for tuning in. Network King Lily Williams. Today. Let's Talk About It podcast. Leave a comment. Check it out on YouTube. Also, you can see this coming up on King Network TV as well. So there'll be more stuff coming up there also. So just want to thank you all for tuning in. Y'all be blessed and take care. Love y'all. Have a good one.